So you've just got this crazy new game called Rocket League. You are absolutely hyped after watching all the insane plays that you see on the internet. So you go into your first game and... Well, fear not, because this video will give you everything you need to know for your first steps into your Rocket League journey. Welcome to The Beginner's Guide to Rocket League. Now before we get started, I just want to remind you guys that I stream regularly over on Twitch, and if you have any questions about this video, any of my other videos, or just anything at all, fire on over and jump into chat. There's a link in the description below. You can also leave your questions in the comments below. I always read and respond to any questions that you might have, and I'd also really appreciate it if you just hit that subscribe button below, as it would really help me out. So here we are at step 1. And this is an incredibly useful step, and it's a really simple one that requires absolutely no knowledge of the game's controls. What we're going to do is go into options, go along to the camera tab, and get off these awful default settings. Honestly, they are absolutely rubbish. I've got another video on what each of these settings do and what my recommendations are on them. And if you'd like to watch that, I will put a card up in the top right of your screen now, and I'll link it in the description below. But for the purposes of this video, all I'm going to suggest is that you either select the balanced or wide angle option. The wide angle is going to make the ball a fair bit smaller on screen and can be a bit daunting at first, so you might be better off with balanced for now, but ultimately you will want to have a good high field of view. Selecting one of these options should disable that camera shake checkbox, but in case it doesn't, definitely uncheck that box, because camera shake is just the worst. Step 2, do the tutorial. This tutorial will teach you the very basic fundamentals of the game, and it should definitely not be skipped. I played this game for quite a while before doing the tutorial, and I was terrible. I didn't even know that double jumping was a thing until I had done the tutorial. The tutorial has a number of scenarios ranging from how to drive forward, to dodging, to power slides and aerials, and it's just definitely worthwhile to get in there and just complete it fully. Heck, you should even do it twice just to make sure it really sinks in. There's a beginner version and a more advanced version, and you should definitely do them both, as they are definitely very helpful. So step 3, learn to use ball cam as early as possible. Ball cam is how you are going to be able to react to what is going on in game as quickly as possible, and you will be making life so much more difficult for yourself without it. Just picture a scenario where you're driving towards your own half to defend, and someone hits a shot towards your net over a teammate. If you aren't using ball cam, you're going to have no idea that this is happening, but if you are using ball cam, you will see this action taking place, and you will be able to react to it and potentially make the save, and then you'll be the hero of your team once again.
Hooray!
Step 4, spend a while in free play learning the controls and how the car reacts to them. A good player will spend a heck of a long time in free play. Some players sit there for hours upon hours in free play, fine-tuning their mechanics, and it really is probably the best way to learn how to use the controls. Start practicing using boost to move around the field, and practicing your dodge mechanics, which is how you flip your car, and just generally hitting the ball, and you'll start turning yourself from this into this. Step 5 is kind of an extension of step 4, and similarly to how you're learning the controls, do the in-game training packs. Before you go into your first online game, you should definitely be able to make the basic shots and saves, etc. in the initial rookie pack at least. You should probably try and work your way up and try and do some of the ones in the pro training packs, and you can always try the all-star ones as well if you really want to make yourself a little bit more of an advanced player. Step 6 is the part you've all been waiting for, and it's your first online game. Entering your first online game is a bit of a challenge, and you will be tempted just to jump right in and start going for the ball. I'm going to tell you that that is wrong. The best thing you can do in online play when you first start a game is to become a defensive wizard at the back. If you just take a look at this footage here, this is me playing on a brand new account in casual, and all I am doing is just sitting back waiting for these plays to take effect, and then the ball eventually comes free, and then I can just go off, take this ball with an undefended net, and easily pop this ball in the back of the net. And last but by no means least, have fun. This is the most important step of them all, and the game is not worth playing unless you find it fun. This game has given me endless amounts of fun over the past 4.5 years, and I couldn't recommend it highly enough. But that just about concludes this one. I'm going to be doing more tutorials in the future for more intermediate players, more advanced players, so hopefully this will be of use for you. Please do let me know in the comments if you found this helpful. Drop a like and subscribe, as I said earlier, and if you have any other questions, please feel free to drop by my Twitch at the link in the description below. But for now, until next time, bye!